Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap. This is our third and final session for National Scrapbooking Day that we've turned into an entire weekend, plus a Monday. It's Monday, the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you.
Woo woo.
And this image of my cat is pretty much how I'm feeling today. And so we're going to go with this.
Sounds good.
We're going to go with, yeah, this is it. This is what's happening here. And I think I'm just going to use whatever strikes my fancy today.
Ooh, whatever strikes your fancy.
Yes.
Kim says to your May the 4th be with you and also with you. From her Lutheran roots. Oh, Liz, it happens to all of us. We forget we plugged something in, or we, the one day I was trying to talk to Cheryl and forgot to actually unmute my mic. So I couldn't figure out why she couldn't hear me. So yeah. Pew pew. Aren't her paws so cute, all curled up like that? She's just like,
It's so cute. And so we'll just discuss for a minute why I place pictures where I do. For instance, this one, the way the photo is composed and the way she's looking, it's kind of awkward to put it here because it feels like there's this line and it gets stopped right here. So I'm kind of wanting it to, have this little curve. So we're going to kind of follow, we're going to kind of make this little arch of a cluster, maybe papers across here. We'll see what happens, but I'm thinking that it may be more like shoo. I don't know.
Well, it also keeps your eye on the page because she's looking into the page, not off the page.
Right. So
yeah, I'm learning way too much in my design classes.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so
I typically don't, Kim. There are times when I think it's really effective when you have somebody looking off the page because like it kind of makes you like when they're in those contemplative like thinking poses and they're looking off the page and you're just like, oh, it's so strong. And they're, anyway,
yeah.
I don't know. It's early apparently for me. My brain's not working yet.
It's noon. My brain's not working yet.
Well, and school at home, which my son is apparently having to measure stuff. So he keeps coming over and like getting in front of me and measuring like everything on my desk.
You're like,
so all of a sudden I have this person in front of me like, okay, here's my ruler, bringing it along, just checking everything. I'm like, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna grab, well, Saturday I set it up so y'all could see both my screens with Photoshop and as I'm navigating through my supplies, but it made for a weird video when I was going to post it on YouTube. So I've gone back to just this single screen, but I'd love for you to let me know, if you liked being able to see the supplies or if you liked seeing, the actual layout bigger. All right, and this is Micheline Lincoln, who came back to our store. She used to be Micheline Martin, right? I think that's right.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I think so.
Anyway, so I'm going to use these stash staples, this cardstock, which I love it. It's all rumpled and crumpled.
Hi, Cindy. Yeah, Kayla says Martin. I was like, I think it's Martin, but again, my brain is not awake yet. Both
Okay.
Kayla and Monica said they like seeing the layout bigger.
Okay, good.
So
All
that's the
right.
Stash Staples cardstock.
Yes.
Ooh, there's a whole lot of colors on there.
Right?
Yeah.
Do y'all want to see them up close? I'll pull this because I can do this, and then you can see. I mean, look at that. It's like happy, great
It,
textures.
it looks like paper that I would find smashed on my desk.
Yep. I love this with the tear in it.
Yeah. Kayla said I love the torn edge too.
Yep. So lots of great
She
colors.
is new, Kim. She just came to us. When did she? Has it
It,
been a month now?
it
Maybe
has
not
been a month.
quite. Okay.
Yeah. Because I was gonna scrap with some of her stuff, and so here we are. So it's just been a
Ooh,
month.
she brought that one back. I need that one. The 35mm remix. It's a camera kit. It's just
Oh,
adorable. I need it.
oh, that she just brought that back for NSD, didn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, it's new back, but she'd said she was redoing it, and she has. She's remixed it up some. I'm like, yep, I need that. Ooh, Liz says she bought some paint from her a week or so ago, and it's gorgeous. She does. She has some really good paint. She's got a lot of really fun papers, actually. I posted a link to her store if you wanted to kind of look at it over and see. She did one of the citrus kits that y'all were admiring when we were talking about lemons last week. Wasn't that? That was here, right? Or maybe that was in my chat that I did. I don't know anymore.
I don't know anymore either.
I'm like, oh wait, when was that we were talking about it?
I mean,
Oh,
I just love these stamps, man. That's just happiness.
you know, Hannah, there might be some stuff that doesn't fit your style, but she's got kind of an eclectic style.
Yeah.
So she has some stuff that's just like kind of painty pretty. Um, but then she also has some more artsy stuff, but then she also has some more controlled, refined stuff. So like she has a little beaded alpha. She has one in black and one in white, but then
Yeah.
she's also got some of those messier papers. So she's not working with a kit per se, just kind of what she finds, I think.
Yeah, right now I'm working with Everyday Journaling 1 and 2. So the Everyday Journaling 1, let me open this back up, has an alpha in it, but it also has your, months and days of the week.
You found a stamp and you didn't share that with us right away. We love
Huh?
the stamp alphas. That stamped look.
Yes. Isn't that fabulous?
I know, and you didn't share it with us the moment you saw it.
I know. I stink. And then um, I haven't installed that brush actually. I'm just pulling using the pings.
Yeah.
And then this is the Everyday Journaling, which it just has lots of words.
Yeah, I think INSD makes all of us broke, Liz.
Yeah.
The everyday journaling is on sale right now though, so it's only, what was it, $270, I think. So
Yeah,
it's not
but
much.
they're like awesome to be able to use.
Well, that one's
Okay,
awesome because it comes with the bonus alpha plus it comes with the months and the day and
okay, that was a
yeah.
Wednesday. I was like, I don't know what day that was. April 22nd. We'll change that around a little bit.
Has everybody been shopping? Too much.
Come back over
Angela's been
here.
in and out of the store. Duh. Shopping right now again. Yes. Yeah. Yep. That sounds about right. That's how my weekend goes. Ooh, Lisa says she thinks she purchased everything new. That's always fun when you get some of the latest things.
Okay. I'm going to say the plan is to nap.
Liz is trying to finish her blind scrap from last night. Ooh. Yeah, all of those things you have until tomorrow morning at some really early time, Eastern time. Is it 11 a.m.? I should know this. I really should, but it's been a long, long day. 11 Eastern. See? I told you, some really early time. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, Kayla, you've got your scrap today. Is your daughter going out today
Pardon
then
me
or
for
later?
just a second.
6:15. Yeah, it's 10:15 a.m. here, Angela. But 11 a.m. Eastern is 8 a.m. Pacific. So that's why I said it's that I know it's due some early time tomorrow. Ooh, Megan stayed up super late to get the 36 and 36 done. No, it should be 8 a.m.
Sorry, guys.
Ooh, Hannah just finished supper. What was for supper? I might need ideas.
Let's see here.
So let's see. Kayla's scrap is like 2 hours or something, right? Ish.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's an hour after we end here, or approximately, depending on if we finish early. At noon. Yeah, see? It's okay, Lisa. I can't always count either. Ooh, sausage, potatoes, and veggies. See, you say that's boring, but I go, I haven't done that at my house yet. So which veggies do you serve with sausages and potatoes? It does sound really good. This is what we need. We need a good old thread of what are you cooking? Because we all cook different foods that we think are boring.
Yeah.
And they're not to those of us in the other areas. Isn't that bubble and squeak? Today it was peas. It really does sound yummy. See, and that's not something I normally would go to in my wheelhouse. Angela had leftover shepherd's pie. Yum. And having sandwiches and toast for dinner. Hey, there is nothing wrong with that. We had breakfast for dinner the other night so that I could be on here instead of making dinner. Ooh, Kayla's having leftover steak and smoked salmon. You know what, Kim? I didn't see your question. I'm so sorry. How to journal on crinkled paper and make it look right?
Well, I probably won't, first off. Like the stamping, I'm kind of trying to follow where the crinkles are, but as far as my journaling goes, I'll probably end up using strips.
You can try the fonts don't float.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they call it. Friends don't let friends fonts float or something. I don't know. I honestly don't worry about it, so I'm not a good one to ask.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
because most of
like
the
me,
time I just,
I'm gonna avoid it because I'm gonna use my little journaling trick to look like I've done it on strips. Okay.
I'm pretty sure my fonts sometimes look like they float. I will say thank you. I was looking for that, Hannah. Um, I will say that occasionally I'll just change the like burn on it so that instead of it being normal, it'll be like a linear burn, and
Yeah.
that makes it look sometimes like it's there. Or I'll just do the simple kind of blending it into the background, and that tends to
Yeah.
make it look. But for the
Now
most part, I don't worry about it.
I do use let's see. We'll type something here. Let's get a good black going.
Yep,
Okay.
fill opacity or taking down the opacity. That's an easy way to do it.
So let's
Yes.
just put something here. We're going to test this style. Okay. And I'm
I
gonna,
agree with Angela. I don't use pure black a lot. I will use a dark brown or I will use a dark blue, and that sometimes helps it look better.
okay, so let's put this right here. And the style I'm using is from Mommyish, but it's it's unpacked. So I don't remember which set it is. I've just organized it how I use them. But it's stamping, stamped. I don't know what she called it.
She has
But
one that stamps styles. Is it possibly that one?
yeah, that could be it. I think she's got a couple. So you can see here how it's changing. I'm trying to zoom in here. I'm gonna clear it off again.
Yeah, I don't like necessarily pure black unless I'm writing over top of a photo. Sometimes I'll use black like it was a marker, or I'll use white too. But overall, I prefer to scrap, like Angela said, a dark color.
So this will kind of give you a little bit of help. I don't think I have the font floating. Let's see if I do. Maybe I do. No font float. Let's try that. There we go.
Hey, it's only $2. We're finding
Yeah.
cheap things for everybody to buy.
Okay, so
Yeah, the style is way faster than the technique from the blog, I think. I agree
yeah.
with that.
So there you have it. I've got the no font float style. It's a little light over here for me, but that's where it's hitting that highlight in the paper. So I'm just going to kind of move it around a little bit so it'll stay not so completely whited out. But you can see how when you pull it back, it kind of blends into that.
Yeah, I was trying to think because I have those stamp sets. And that's why I was trying to figure out what number it was. But I think it's that one. I cannot guarantee it's that one, but I'm pretty sure that it's that one or one close to that.
Yeah.
I know that one has a similar stamped look to it.
But
Let's see.
you can see it's, you know, quite different than just regular. Because of course, if you've rumpled the paper, some of your typing could be removed from that action. Anyway.
Okay, so the one I just posted, I don't know if it's part of a style set. The one I just posted is the one that I know I own because the store is telling me I own it. So I bought it from our store. And that's another version of a stamp style. And that's $2.13. It's also only $2 right now. You know, there's so much you can do with journaling and Photoshop and with text, Angela. I just am too lazy to do it. Is that bad? Yeah, probably. They're all part of one style set, Liz. But I know the second one comes with 6, I think. Yeah, 6 different stamp styles. The first one comes with 5 different distress styles. So whichever or neither, but she has a lot of really good steps. I don't know if you guys have seen her basic one that Mommyish has, but that one's kind of fun. You know, Hannah, that's how I roll too. Just get them both. Called Burnt, huh? I don't think I have that one.
What?
Styles are just Photoshop. I don't know that they work in other programs. I'm pretty sure they're specific. If your program will use an ASL file, you could use it, but most of them don't work anywhere else. I just bought a new external drive with triple the storage. So yeah, I get that. Why not? Let's see. So Kim used to sign certificates by hand when she was on campus. Oh, so now that she's home, she printed the certificate out, signed it, took a photo of the signature, created a PNG, so now she can open it in Photoshop, sign it, and email the student her actual signature. That's really cool.
Very nice.
Disney Cheryl, she is all over the place with kits today.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to make it easy on you, Courtney.
No.
Right now, I'm pulling from a
Boredom, right?
Boredom by Allison Pennington.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Got that one. Oh my goodness.
I got this figured out.
I got some of it figured out. And then the stamp style, or the stamp fun stuff, is this by Micheline, right? Is that how we say her? Micheline.
That's how I'm saying it until she tells me otherwise.
So
like you're saying it wrong.
Megan, it depends on which version of Adobe you're using. Which one are you using? And we'll walk you through that possibly. Kayla, I love when you can use scrapping skills for other things.
What is she wanting to do? Install them? Is that what she's wanting to do?
She said she's forgotten how to upload and use styles and actions. So that's why I'm like, okay, she's Photoshop Elements 2019. That's the same as how you do it in CC now, isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't done anything in
2019. Oh, Kayla says she'll show her. Isn't it the same, Kayla, as you do in CC too, though? Where you just go in, because it's so much easier than it used to be when you had the old Photoshop Elements, the 10s and less. Yeah, that paper is awesome. I like how she added the one behind it. It makes the crinkly bits shine even more. Okay, that's what I thought. It's the same load from the style. Awesome.
Well, I can show her how to do that. Because can't you just drag them into here?
I don't know if you can drag them.
Hang on. We'll test this out because I was just using that alpha. So hang on. It has brushes in it.
Cheryl is totally fast. You have to load from the Style tab in the Layers panel.
Well, I thought there was a brush in here, wasn't there? Am I crazy?
Maybe.
Ping, ping, ping. Ping, 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 ping.
I do too. That leaf stamp string and flower, they look really cool. Sometimes double clicking it works, but not always. Isn't that funny? Sometimes something works and you're like, oh, how'd I do that? And you go to repeat it and it doesn't work that way the next time. You're like, wait a second.
Well, I guess I'm dreaming.
Drag and dropping it with the panel open works too. I know that works in CC because I've done that before. It was an accident, but I did it. I like to try and break my program sometimes by pushing all the buttons. Where'd the isolated come from?
That came from Boredom.
Okay, that's random.
Mhm. Well, Boredom, I guess, because of our lovely little quarantine.
Yeah. I liked, is it a leaf?
Yeah.
Sahin designs instead of
Shaheen.
Salin. She has those cute COVID-19 and one of them says toilet paper. It makes me laugh. Just because, you know, I never would have thought, I think if you asked you guys in January, do you think you would ever use the word toilet paper or icons of toilet paper? You guys would have been like, no. And now you're like, yeah.
Oh, goodness. I don't know what my computer was doing there. Okay, hang on. I'm going to find a brush.
Only for potty training layouts. Yeah, that's true. Is Boredom new? I don't remember seeing it.
It's not from this weekend.
I didn't think it was that new, but
I think it was from like the previous 2 weeks. I thought.
yeah, maybe 3 weeks. It's in her store right before the memory pockets. A couple weeks ago. Yep.
Okay.
Toilet paper will never be the same.
All right. So as far as she wants styles. Jeez, Cheryl.
You can let Kayla show her later. It's fine.
That's all right. I'm here now. I'm getting it together. Okay.
We're waking up our brains.
So I have the styles panel open, and you can get that by going to window and then choosing to open it. And I have it docked over here. So I'm just gonna drag it over into here.
That's one of my favorite style sets, by the way, from Mommyish.
Yeah, just the basics. And so you can, in CC anyway, you can reorder them.
And you cannot in Photoshop Elements. They don't let you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you.
So like this has wood burning and this has paper, stickers and glittery stuff, and I have unpacked all of that. So I have, you know, acrylic, bamboo, you know, I do have her basics, like if I just want to go through them, but if I don't want to have to go through them, here's all her glitters. And that's her marker styles, but that's how quick and easy it is to install. And then to use, you just click on it. So
you can also import them, Kim, but as long as the dragging's working, it's faster to just drag them in.
Yeah.
Hannah says we're enabling her shopping spree. I asked her what else she needs. We're happy to help.
So
have you seen these ones, Hannah?
Turns into court.
Yeah. Since I'm enabling here.
Yeah. All right, and I'm just gonna delete that because I already have that installed. Okay. All right. So does that help? She needed help with styles and
she says
action.
So pretty much the same for actions. I think it is the same for actions.
Yes, it is. It is. You just drag it over and I mean, gosh, I remember PSE 5 and then 9, and it was like
Oh my goodness, when
All
you had
the
to go through the
hoops
back
you had to,
end. Yes.
yeah, that was terrible.
Ah, yeah, sometimes it takes a moment to relearn how to do things, and that's okay. It happens. So,
Yeah,
what action does unnecessarily big alpha have? Because that's really cool. Hmm.
what?
She said she was using Allison's unnecessarily big alpha.
Hmm, don't know
She
that
said she
one,
couldn't
I
figure out how to
guess.
use the action. I was like, well, it's an old one. It's from 2014. But that's actually a really cool alpha. It's like a big poster board alpha. I like this. A full stamped alphabet with 2 versions of each character in ping and brush format, all unnecessarily big. Really, this alpha is obscenely big, completely excessive.
She cracks me up.
I don't know if anybody else does this, but I laugh so hard when I read the different descriptions, and some of
I
them are
wonder
just
if
so
anybody does read
funnier.
them.
I do. If you ever wonder, I am one of those people who does. Ah, Megan, that makes sense. She wanted to use the brush so that she didn't have to change each letter with adjust color.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's when I get really lazy and I just lock the transparent pictures or pixels and I just like scribble over it in a different brush color.
You're like, I got this.
Angela does, oh, to check it's not Photoshop specific. Ooh, that's a good reason. I do because sometimes they just make me laugh. Yeah, I find my middle of the night scrapping is always some of my laziest scrapping,
Yes.
especially if I'm like, I gotta get to bed. Lily's
Okay.
descriptions tend to be sweet. Allison's always make me laugh. Okay, not always, but almost always. Yes, a lot of NBK is Photoshop specific. A lot of Mommyishes, especially her styles and actions are. When it's not their kits, it does tend to have specific things. Jamie too. Yep. Yep, yep. That's all about right. Bella Gypsy has good descriptions too sometimes. Although their newsletters descriptions tend to be their funnier descriptions. When you're just feeling like being that mom. My son started his school playlist to help him
Uh-huh.
concentrate on getting school done. And it's a cross of Piano Guys and Lindsey Sterling. So
Uh-huh.
all of a sudden, all I can hear is some random pop song being sung in this like happy, jolly cello music.
Well, as long as it's helping him, right?
Yeah, well, he loves music and he's got his music he listens to. But when he listens to his music, he gets worried about singing along and switching songs and he doesn't concentrate as much. So when
Right.
he really just wants to concentrate and get it done, he'll turn on his school playlist and then he does. He concentrates and gets it done much better. But oh, Angela says she's been keeping joy out of Bella Gypsy store and newsletters. Oh my goodness. I bet you are.
Okay, let's see. There's another pattern in here.
Is it bedtime yet? I
Is
feel like
it?
that some
Please
days.
tell me. Is it? Let it be bedtime. Okay,
Ooh.
let's do a little strip. It's kind of freaky on the eyes there, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll just use a little bit of it.
I like it. I like the boldness of it. But yeah, that was a lot. This is turning out so cute.
Okay.
See, and then I would have been like done like 7 or 8 things ago, and then Cheryl adds this. I'm like, oh, that looks so much better. See, mine would have been incomplete when it was done.
We're not done yet. You know, I can't be done.
Well,
Can't
maybe.
be done. Okay, so now I'm going to be using a collab called Be Positive with Micheline and Studio
I
Basic.
saw that in the store. That was cute.
Yep. Okay, add this down here. Add it over there.
Liz says she adds and subtracts. It seems blank when I subtract. It goes back on. Megan, I struggle with not enough or too much sometimes, and then I end up adding an extra photo. I'll be like, oh, there's space. Here's another photo. But that's just because I take too many photos. Yes, Cheryl is incredibly decisive. I also take too much time making decisions, and she's just like, nope, that's going, and done. And you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And guys, this is like long for her. I've scrapped with her, and she does it in like 15 minutes. And you're like, what?
Yes, sometimes I'm fast, but you know, I was trying not to talk about everything, but you know, being isolated, being at home, I think it's, you know, wearing on the best of us. And by the best of us, I mean the things that we, you know, the best parts of us when we create. And we're doing fun things. And sometimes it's hard to create. It just.
Oh, you've hit it. Yep. Kim says her photos lately are screenshots of church, playing games with her kids, doing play readings with her kids. Just screenshots.
Yeah. So
Disney Cheryl says scrapping's been her therapy for sure. That's good.
And you know, normally I've scrapped through, you know, back pain. I've used it, you know, as therapy. But I have to admit that it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's even my husband found a quote that I really liked, and it was, I'm an introvert, but even I like going one or two places.
Yeah,
And I think that
right.
kind of sums it up. It's, you know, when you're stuck and you're just like, okay, and it, you know, it makes sense. It's kind of how I feel in the middle of summer sometime when it's like just hot, 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 and you're like, I just don't want to go anywhere, but then you get bored of not going anywhere, and this is worse because it's been longer and drawn out. So Angela says if you need photos, she's got hundreds of thousands of unscrapped photos. She's more than happy to loan you some.
Oh, I don't have a problem with that. I'm continuing to take pictures. It's just using them that. But I did think that it would be a fun series to do, to have y'all submit photos that you want me to scrap.
I think it'd be fun.
And scrap, you know.
I think it would be totally fun.
Watch Cheryl scrap.
Watch Cheryl scrap your photos.
Yep.
Monica
That'd be
says
fun.
she's thought about hiring you out. Disney Cheryl says that would be awesome. Monica says you'd get my pages done a lot faster. Kayla, you'd be buried in photos. Angela says that'd be so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I charge $25 a page. There was crickets there. Cricket.
I'm pretty sure.
Cricket.
Janelle says that would be amazing, but I think she was referring to you volunteering to do them as part of Watch Cheryl Scrap.
Yeah. They were like,
Oh. Yeah, I like
I don't
Monica
want to.
said, for some it's therapy and for some it's not. And I agree. And I think sometimes just being
Mhm.
like, I know somebody said that they're at their desk so much for work now that it just isn't the same to come and sit at their desk and scrap. And
Right.
that can be hard too. So, and Lisa, it's the best thing I've learned from Cheryl too. Keep moving stuff around until you hit that sweet spot. And then I would add, and if you don't, then delete it and try something else.
Yeah. Because sometimes something isn't going to work where you put it, or like right now, I've got color here, here, and here, but I'm feeling the need to have some here. So I think I'm going to grab this paint that I've clipped to the paper, and I'm just going to get it over in that corner too. Better? Yes. Just needed a little something.
So Megan, I do both. I print pages. Well, I don't print pages myself. I send them to Persnickety Prints. And then I also I'll sometimes do albums or books through Shutterfly when I'm just looking for a book. It just depends on which ones. So like my Project Life, I currently print out just individual pages and just stick them in a regular old photo book like paper scrappers use. And that's because I just don't want to, I don't know, because I don't want to get behind. And as long as I get to see it, I don't get behind. But if I don't see it, then I get behind. Does that make sense? Because it's such a long, immersive project. I need that like little bits at a time. And I know, Cheryl, you've printed stuff through Persnickety too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Their sale finishes today, by the way, if anybody
Yeah.
wanted to upload photos.
So you can, and you can buy credits if you're not ready,
Yes, you can.
which is very smart to do, because then later on you'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
look, it's free, but not really. Yes, it was
Well,
free.
but if you
Well, kind of
so
free.
what ends up being funny about that, Cheryl, for me, is it's one or two things. So either I pay to have them shipped to me or I pick them up when I'm in town. Since they literally have their business like I think it's 10 minutes from my parents' house. And
Oh my
so I can
gosh.
do either one. So I have to debate on whether I want to pay the $5 to have it shipped or whatever. I think $5 is still shipping. It might have changed. Or if I want
Right,
to just pay the tax when I pick it up.
right.
So sometimes I'll look at it to see, I'm like, how much is the tax? Oh, the tax is cheaper. We'll just pick it up.
Just one or
Oh,
the other.
it's a savings plan. It really is a savings plan. And then let's see. The type print is it's not a font, but it's like a kit. I'll find it for you and I'll give you the link again, Jan. I know the chat's moving super fast today. Like, if I've missed
What
your
is she
question,
wanting?
please
Oh,
repost
the
it
plan.
because I've been trying to catch everything.
Yeah,
Liz, I go through times like that when I'll do a bunch of books and just have my page credits sitting there. But just in case you wonder, guys, page credits that I bought like forever ago don't expire for like another 30 years. So they don't expire anytime soon. I think they actually say they never expire because if for some reason it expires, they'll just redo them for you.
which is super nice.
Hmm. Yeah, their expiration dates. So, okay, so honestly, I talked to Shari about it one time, and they have the expiration dates there because they have to put something in their program. And so whoever's putting in the expiration date will just like be like, how about this date? So sometimes they're really funny and they'll be like a movie throwback, but they just try and get them really like they're just really far out for the most part. You know, Angela, I do not remember what their shipping is anymore internationally. I used to know that, but I do know that they ship internationally for a pretty decent price from what I have seen from other international people who've said they order from them. Um, yeah. So I'm like, I don't remember now what it I know what it used to be, but I don't know if it still is. But I know that international, she was a scrapbooker and she wanted to have things that would work for scrapbooking. So she has this joke where she'll stick it in Diet Coke, her prints, and show you that, hey, look, they're still good. There's actually on their blog somewhere where the prints went through a hurricane and came out still good. So, you know, anyway, I am not paid by them or anything. I just really love their prints. I really
Yep.
love Shari. I've met most of their team. Just when you stop by, they're super nice. So, yeah, I'm done raving about them now.
You're done.
Sorry, guys. I guess that's a tangent. We have to keep them in business. I try so hard to keep them in business. I make them do my passport photos. It's true.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe a little yellow button. I don't know.
Everyone loves them as soon as they've discovered them. Yeah, and honestly, I know that people have posted they had prints come back that were wrong or something, and you just contact them and they'll tell you. They'll help you out with that. And that's one of the things I've liked about them too, is they're a small company. I don't know that you can buy book credits. They don't actually, if I recall correctly, they don't necessarily print their books. They do send them out somewhere else. But you can ask them and they can tell you.
Lord have mercy.
So their international shipping is up to $20. And if I recall, that's flat rate, so it doesn't matter how many you do. So I have never used Costco for books. Ooh, how to print onto tissue paper. I don't think I've done that for a long time.
Tissue
Was
paper.
that the one where you do the hairspray or something so that it doesn't smear? $40 for 30 lay flat pages. At Costco, huh? See, I used to use Costco for prints, and it so varies depending on what the what do you call it? Depending on their print lab. And so it's so different that I'm just like, I can't handle it. So I stopped using them. Yeah, my Costco prints, it depended on it. It depends on which Costco you went to, too. Like, because one of the Costcos would print really decently, and one of them would not. Aha, that is it, Monica. I was trying to put an H in front of it. I have a coupon code, and I know she had to leave because it's their National Remembrance Day, so I was going to make sure she gets it. That Cheryl's finishing up, but I can't give the coupon code out while we're on live or while we're recording.
Oh, yes. Sorry about that. Who
You're
had
fine.
to leave?
Hannah.
Oh.
It's their National Day of Remembrance.
Ah.
So they do, they have to observe 2 minutes of silence. I've seen the sample of the lay flat books, Liz, but I wondered if they were just like samples they send everywhere, or if they're samples from that specific printer. So do they send their books out to have them done, or do they do them in store? Do you know what I mean? Because that was the thing with prints, is they did prints in store, and so it always depended on who the technician was and who was doing it. And books are done out. I wonder who they use to process them then. Lisa uses Forever. And I saw, oh, Megan's used Arts Cow. I think they're still around. I've tried a couple different places, and I just never seem to be very enthused with it. Like, they work. You were not happy with Arts Cow. Yeah, Monica, I do too. I wait for free unlimited pages from Shutterfly.
Well, it's such a great deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this last little thing on here. I'll stamp.
Comparing the two books side by side, Shutterfly wins. Yeah, you know what's funny is I have a book and I need to reprint it and I haven't reprinted it yet. But I absolutely hate it because all the reds are really brown and all of the browns are really like weirdly dark, like almost poop color. I know that sounds weird, but you know what I mean? Like when you get that weird
Yeah.
color. And I'm just like, I do not care for this book. And I can't remember who printed it, but it was one of those like one-off try them out. Courtney said poop. I did. Yep. It's a descriptive color when you're referring to brown. But I contacted them, Liz, and I said the coloring was off. And they said, obviously, what I submitted was off. And I was like, that's funny because I submitted similar pages to a different company and it wasn't off like that. So I was like, no, your coloring is off. So I've never gone back to them. I used to tell everybody, I used to know their name, but I think they're out of business now. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Okay.
Oh, I printed a Yoda at Walgreens once and it came out blue. Yeah, that's yikes. Yeah, that's always my issue is when your color's off from what you expect it to look like. And I know that happens sometimes just because your screen's not the same as what everything else. But when it's way off like that, when all your reds look brownish, it's just not a good look. Yeah, we've thought about doing a photo swap challenge. We just apparently never get around to it. I think what's funny to me is I used to have prints done at a grocery store, and some of them were okay and some of them were not okay. But I didn't understand enough about prints at the time to understand that there's a reason they were not okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
See, and Megan, sometimes it's somebody's calibrated the machine or they have somebody doing the machine that doesn't usually do it and doesn't know how to be the technician for it. I learned that one day. I don't remember how I learned that, but I learned that talking to somebody.
Okay, this is it. I'm doing my last little tiny
Lisa, that's
little
probably
words.
me. This is so cute, but I would have stopped about halfway into what you've done. Yes, we do have another Watch Cheryl Scrap on Wednesday. Our regular monthly one from May will be Wednesday.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop because y'all have seen me do the little strips before. And we can give out the little coupon. All right. So say goodbye, recording. Goodbye.
Goodbye, recording.